This episode is sponsored by iFansly. Check it out. Links in the description below. I'm in Salad and I have no eyes. And I saw Coraline. It is directed by Henry Selick and it stars Dakota Fanning. Man, I saw this movie back when I was 8. The only choices were Curious George or Coraline, and I saw this with my mom. So I was like, hey mom, no Curious George. I ain't no kid. I don't need a monkey in my life. And she's like, okay. So we watched Coraline, and she regretted showing me it. But I also got kind of scarred by it, which was good because I needed to be scarred when I was 8. So this movie starts, you get a girl. Her name is Coraline. And every time I've tried to spell the movie, I've always spelt it Caroline. The letters are reversed, so it's Coraline. So Coraline, she moves to this new place, and it's called an apartment. Even though it looks kind of like a house, it's still called an apartment. And her parents don't love her. Well, they do. They just don't talk to her ever because they're constantly working. Of course, she wants this good old feeling of, hey, I really want some family. I want some parents. So we get to see this guy. It's a grandchild. The grandchild is like, the grandchild of the landlord, mind you. It's like, hey, I want you to have this doll. So it gives the doll. It's a nice, cute little doll, but it's too much like Coraline. She's, of course, not even remotely creeped out by it, but the doll takes her to this wall. But there's a door behind the wall. There's a door in front of this wall. Like, why is there a wall door? I mean, come on. I don't get it. So anyway, there's this mouse that wakes Coraline up. And I'm thinking, oh, it's a mouse. Mouses are cool, I guess. I mean, I think mouses are cool only if they send you to dimensional portals. Yeah, that's what happened. So she goes through this portal and meets a loving family with button eyes. Unlike my eyes, which are no eyes. I want some button eyes. I'm actually quite jealous of those eyes. So she's like, oh, I love this family so much, and the family loves her because the family's taking care of her. They love her oh so much. She's like, I'm gonna stay with this family forever. Nothing wrong can happen. But alas, she has to go back to the real world after having a lot of fun with their family. There's definitely like some sort of mystery to that portal. It's like, how is there a portal here? I don't get it. Also, I should mention that Coraline meets a black cat in the real world, but also meets a black cat here. And it turns out that black cat can traverse dimensions, which is pretty cool. I like that. The parents don't care that she's gone. Well, it's time to be with the other parents, but you also got the neighbors. The neighbors who have too many professions that I can't even keep count of. They're like, hey, you should worry. What's going on over yonder? Something bad. And so she's like, okay, I'm gonna heed your warnings. I'm not gonna listen to you at all whatsoever. Oh boy. She goes there a couple more times. And during this couple more times, some shenaniganry is happening. First of all, the ant's gone. Where did the ant go? I don't know. She might be tiny because she's an ant. Get it? Oh, I'm gonna fall. I don't want to fall. And of course, Coraline's like, okay, I'm gonna go to this dimension a couple more times, but she figured out what is going on in this dimension. And as a kid, when I saw this scene, I was super terrified. It was the scene where the mom's like, hey, you can stay here. I can take your eyes away and replace them with buttons. And I'm like, no, not my eyes. Not my eyes. They're already gone, okay? My eyes are already gone. You can't replace them with buttons. What, am I going to see with these buttons? Do I have magical visions now? Or is that just like a front to get me to do whatever you want? Coraline's like, nope, I'm not dealing with that whatsoever. So she goes back to the real world. And guess what happens? In the real world, the parents are gone. Just like normal, but actually gone. Like, To the point where Coraline's like, oh, they actually got kidnapped, gone. She has to go back to this other world because guess who kidnapped them? It was the mom. The mom kidnapped them, and it was quite a time because they capture them in a snow globe. She gets stuck in a mirror, which is terrifying. This movie is terrifying. Oh boy. Eventually she does get out. She does get her parents stuck, but it was at the cost of, well, first of all, these parents, they actually want your soul. That's why they want you to join them. Because they're soul eaters. That's an anime that I have not watched, but they're a bunch of soul eaters. And they require your face to be buttonized. They require a button for eyes. Yeah. So, yeah, that's always fun when your other dimension parents are trying to eat your soul. So, of course, Coraline's like, no, that's not good. But she has to outsmart this person in order to get out of this dimension because she's stuck in it. Guess who owns this dimension? The mom. Like, she even willingly controls the dimensional portal. So what she has to do in order to trick her parents, the other parents, is be like, hey, look at my actual parents. They're over yonder. Why don't you have a gander at it, okay? And she opens the portal, and boom, Coraline escaped. I gotta say, Coraline escapes, but before that, she finds like a bunch of souls. She's like a soul finder. And because of that, the souls are returned, and bam, that dimension disintegrated. I like how in claymation, you can kind of just do whatever you want. It doesn't have to be reality. It's pretty neat. I like it. Everyone's all hunky-dory and happy again. And now everyone has to be like, okay, this is what happened to the aunt. This is what happened. We got some tragedy in the family. I also remember a scene pretty well where she's got the key to this place, the key to the door that leads to the other dimension. She's like, nope, I'm going to drop it off into this well. But there's a hand. Uh-oh, hand struggle time. Uh-oh, struggling, whatever shall do. Big rock, that's the solution. Yeah, let's consult the big rock. So the hand gets big rocked, and now everyone's like, okay, good story, right? Wrong! Now they have to confront what has happened with the sister. What is going on? And that's how the movie ends. And I'm like, wow, this movie is terrifying. But upon second watch, it wasn't nearly as terrifying of the stuff that I've seen. I've seen a lot more terrifying stuff. Definitely much gorier stuff. I can think of The Return of the Living Dead 1 and Return of the Living Dead 3 are gorier than Coraline, but Coraline still is a terrifying, much more terrifying, and much more impactful on my childhood. So I gotta give this movie a solid 8 out of 10. Sirens. Uh-oh, capos. Room. If you like that content, I have more content on our patreon.com/ASEPresents. For $3 a month, you get some daily vlogs plus some extended mint salad saws. $20 a month, you get to request a movie review. 1 month equals 1 review. And also, I have a Fansly, fansly.com/itsmintsalad, where you can see me pose in this or not in this. Wink, wink, if I had eyes, wink, wink. And so go check out my fansly.com/itsmintsalad. Until next time, I'm in Salad Saw. I'll see y'all later, my salad croutons and bacon bits.